And this is the walkway in, huh? Oh, that's a gorgeous waterfall. I will 100% be swimming underneath that log. Wow, look at this property. What part of the country are we in now?
Well, we're in Obi Valley, I suppose, near Mullaney in Queensland. So.
Okay. What a beautiful setting.
Who did the whole entertainment centre and all the landscaping around here, and his crew of 3 were my mentors.
Oh, I heard you're one of your first jobs,
yeah,
huh?
So I was the young fella on the crew. Taught me everything. Then I went on landscaping for about another 12 years, a couple of years in London, and then started with Patrick and was working with 2 of the best pond builders in Australia, Patrick and Mitch. And from there, Pat pushed me to go and do my own stuff. Said, come on, go do your own thing. And then now I've been doing that, and then I was teaching guys like Lee Keeland with Waterscapes, and then James and Tom with Garden Art.
That's the tribe, the certified Aquascape Canada tribe.
And then had the experience to come back and work with these guys that taught me, and I showed them what I'd learned with wood features. So
that's pretty cool. Come full circle. This is great. And this is not even a year old, huh?
About a year and a half.
Okay, it's a year and a half old. Okay. I love the vegetation here on the edges, and this is the walkway in, huh?
Yeah.
I can see the steps down. Beautiful yellow water lily. Oh, that's a gorgeous waterfall.
This one wasn't built for swimming. They've got a beautiful infinity edge pool and spa and everything over there. So this was just purely for fish, and so they're trying to get a whole ecosystem going where everything that they create on this property is full sustainable, and they
organic.
can have functions, and all the food can come from the property. So this is to get some fish in here, and we've got some freshwater mussels up the top. And
what kind of fish are in here?
they did have a few perch and stuff, but they've had some issues with the birds. So
Cormorants?
Yeah, they've been picking them off. So we're coming up with a few ideas to get around that. All the wetlands, a lot of that is all edible that's planted up in that. And then we've got a couple of other beds fully separate, but it's fully just a lotus bed for harvesting that. And then
lotus seeds.
Lotus seeds and the flower.
Oh,
and the roots.
yeah.
You can eat all of the lotus, actually.
Yes.
And then water chestnuts is a whole other bed for water chestnuts as well.
So I heard you knew this lad way back when.
Yes. Well, I met through guys who did help me with the landscaping here. They were original team that worked together.
And so you're kind of like the property manager here? Or?
No, I'm the landscaper and designer of the whole place.
And you had known what Dan had done with his career?
Yeah, that's right. So I wanted someone who knew what they were doing to help us do it so that we could get it right.
It is spectacular. I will 100% be swimming underneath that log. Do not have to twist my arm to go swimming in a rec pond. I can go all the way from there, all the way over there underwater. You do know that I set an underwater world record.
No, I didn't. Bench pressing.
Bench pressing weights underwater.
Oh, fantastic.
So not a problem for me. How much property?
250 acres.
No problem. 250 acres. Okay, so here's the lotus leaf. You've seen these lotus pods.
Done it in a concrete tank, so it's easy to harvest when it comes time to harvest.
Yeah, what I love about lotus is how it beads the water. Looks like mercury. Up here is this upper wetland? Really? Mussels? Uh-huh.
See down in there.
Oh, I see them. Yeah, that's pretty cool.
And there's some silver perch in here as well, that they're all a bit scared of us at the moment.
Uh-huh.
And because they're getting hunted constantly by a cormorant,
Uh-huh.
they're a bit shy, which is a problem.
So this is before the wetland, because the wetland is there, I can see with all the vegetation.
Part of the design from the start, getting as much elements that we can. The mussel bed was always designed from the start to include something else that's edible in there as well.
Right.
Flowing into the wetlands here from the top, which is all really taken over.
Wow, I mean, it
all
is
edible.
thick vegetation.
Yeah, the Lebanese watercress is taken over there.
All of this is a watercress, huh?
Yeah, and then there's the mint there in the middle.
Yeah, aquatic mint. And some taro. You can get to eat the taro as well, the roots.
Probably 90% of what's in here was edible. Even this brahmi here with the white flower, that's good. That's a memory plant. It's good for your memory.
That's how dragonflies drink.
Good for the memory.
Really?
Apparently.
Okay. So how long did this project take?
4 weeks, wasn't it? It was,
You were able to build this in a month.
yeah.
Wow.
It started with the 5-tonner, but went straight to the 20-tonner pretty quick after the dig. Here we're walking around the back of that freshwater mussel pond. This is the water chestnut pond, so now again another one for harvesting the food. And then this pathway here coming around. So these big trees here is where it was all designed around, and plans for a big hammock across here. Beautiful spot to sit, look back. Looking back that way over the view of big function centre and the pond here. One thing we wanted to show you was that big rock there next to the waterfall. That's the rock of the job. It was a beautiful big framer we got in there again, wanting to make sure we had views, didn't block the waterfall from right over there where the main entertainment area is.
You said I can go swimming, right?
Oh yeah, big steppers that we got in here, nice big steppers to be in proportion with everything else. Right down there, gets to about a metre deep before it drops away there. And because it was all 4 fish, we tried to have as much deep area as possible. These marginals, nothing less than 600 or 700 so we can have the water lilies growing, but then the majority of it is all very deep. Put lots of little fish caves in here as well. So hard to see, but there's used some 300mm pipe and painted that, so submersed them wherever we could so the fish had somewhere to hide. So over here we're making sure when we got to the top that we put lots of big planter beds across here as well, so it's not all rock. Made sure we had lots of space for plants around the top, aquatic plants, yeah, even either side of these stairs here. So here's the intake bay here. We've got the skimmer off to the side, so we've got the jets and the pump to the mussel bed in that one. In the vault here we've got the 2 pumps, Aquasurge 4 to 8,000s that are running to the wetlands. Intake bay's doing a really good job there, look how clear it is there, pulling everything in. So we've got the skimmer that kind of helps catch everything, but it's not hooked up to the wetlands, so you know, if this does run dry, this will just be the jets and the secondary pond up the top and the 2 to the wetland down deep in the intake there. So just underneath here is the sub drain, which runs right down to the bottom underneath. This is all the drainage for the property, all flows through here and keeps going. We wanted to make sure none of that came through here, and we didn't want to open up where we had already backfilled this. We didn't want to open that up so water would seep through, so we tried to keep the sub drain nice and close up here. And so again, when we were digging, found the old creek bed here, so all the water's been diverted around here for the natural waters for the whole landscape, but we found the old creek bed under here. Once we hit that, it was just a constant flow of water. It was flowing through the whole bottom of the pond all the way down through here. So put the sub drain in and an ag drain all the way down there, and we had the submersible pump down in here that was constantly flowing for the whole 4 weeks of the job to get the water out from underneath while we were constructing it. And obviously now that once it's full of water, the water has been diverted around and doesn't really flow through here anymore. It goes down underground. Yeah, these nice big steppers. We made sure we picked some nice big ones to keep that whole entranceway. Nice big outcroppings here to be conscious of, having a nice seating rock here. I'm going to put your beer. This log came from the property here. It was a nice big hollow log that we found. Plenty of weight to it, so we've got that wedged in there for a fish cave. Holes through all of these arms here. Through that one, this one, and this one. And it's hollow all the way through here, so fish love to hang out in there. Got a light in there as well. Plenty of lights in here, so it does look very nice at night time. They like to come down and hang out at night time.
Look at this moss, or grasses, I guess, but it looks like moss. Wow. That's a kind of moss, I think. Is that a kind of moss?
It's grass.
It is grass.
It's called Nomo, they call it, but it's always area.
That is really feng shui right there. Now this is what you call getting into your work.
Okay, Daniel. I love my job.
Awesome.